This electric car from Hyundai is so wacky, it's so bonkers, it's so just utterly mental that I love it. Does that make me a bit bonkers, a bit mental? Probably. Hello my friends, welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking, great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. You know that really cool thing about electric cars? Basically what they mean is because you don't have a petrol tank or gas tank, right? You don't have an engine that has to pretty much go at the front of the car, unless you're buying a Ferrari, it's mid-engine, you know. Because of this, you can now pretty much make whatever shape you want. That's what I love. Look at the new Canoe. The video I made on the Canoe, it's a cool video, right? That's one of my favorite videos. Some of my videos, I watch them back and I cringe. I think, oh yeah, that's all right. So the Canoe video, I love that video because I made the point so well. The form factor of that vehicle is brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. If you haven't seen my Canoe video, you need to see it. As you can see, I'm really excited about the new Canoe electric van slash pickup slash very practical vehicle. It's what makes EVs so rad. You don't have to make them traditional. You can think outside the square. Why is it that we're still making these ridiculous vehicles with these long bonnets on them? Speaking of long bonnets, that's what this car is all about. But my point here is, an electric vehicle enables you to change the form factor, to make it very, very different, to make it be whatever you want it to be. The new Hyundai Ioniq 10 Duke is insane. I mean, it's got enough space for 3 engines, but it won't have them. It'll just have battery packs lined along the floor, 50-50 perfect weight distribution, and it will most likely be a car driven by your local gangster. I mean, this is the most gangster looking vehicle that I've ever seen. Maybe that's why I love it. Like, maybe I'm just a wannabe pretend gangster who wants to ride around in a gangster looking car. I just think this thing looks insanely awesome in a ridiculous way. Okay, here goes. Mazda 3. I've critiqued Mazda on the channel a few times. BMW as well. Both of them do this, right? Mercedes, they do it as well. They put these really, really long bonnets on cars. Basically, you're just driving around a vehicle that is way longer than it needs to be. It's very, very common. I think it's mental. But this car, it's not about practicality. This car is like not the car you're going to drive around and use as a Mazda 3. Like a Mazda 3 is a car you're going to drive day to day, right? It's a car you get to work in, yeah, that kind of thing. This is not. This is a vehicle maybe you take out on a weekend and you say, hey, this is my muscle car, my performance car, my fun weekend car. The Hyundai Duke is the kind of car that puts the fun into EVs. That said, it could also be an amazing performance car. The new Kia EV6 GT just won the World Performance Car of the Year, beating Ferraris, seriously, Porsches, yeah, seriously. Hyundai haven't said when they're going to make this car, but they did reveal this car recently. Overall, it's really difficult to actually gauge the size of this car. I have no idea how big it is. I'm going to guess it's pretty big. I'm going to guess that it's probably about as long as a Ford Ranger, but it's really hard to tell because Hyundai haven't released specifications of how big this actually is. But Hyundai did say that it is their representation of magnificent luxury. So far, the Hyundai Ioniq lineup, it doesn't have any magnificent luxury. Ioniq 5, it's a great car. Ioniq 6, I'm going to guess that's a pretty good car as well. But they're very utilitarian type vehicles. They're cool, but not like this. This is a real kind of brand mystique builder. Well, that's what I think. Interesting, a lot of people are saying that this car looks a lot like a Tesla. In fact, Auto Evolution did a blog on this car. They said that it has some very strong Tesla design cues. I'm not seeing them. Are you? Let me know what you think. They also claim that it has some very strong BMW 7 Series, as in the new electric 7 Series design cues. I'm not seeing those either. I'm not a big fan of the new BMW 7 Series electric in terms of its overall design. It looks alright, but it's not worth $300,000 in my opinion. Anyhow, a lot of people think this car will never be made, that Hyundai have just made this vehicle as like a marketing tool. I don't think so though. Hyundai have made some very weird looking cars. I mean, look at the Hyundai Ioniq 6. That is, well, some people say it's very ugly. Some people say it's very sexy. I think it's very wacky. I'm not so sure. Personally, I think this looks way better than the Hyundai Ioniq 6. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts. Which is the best looking car? Ioniq 5, Ioniq 6, or this? No matter what you think of the design, you have to say it's a radical differentiation from anything else ever made in this space. I mean, when's the last time you saw a car that looked like this? It's old school, it looks badass, well, to me it does. And this is the future of EVs. Being able to design a car without any constraints whatsoever, aside from the fact that it needs 4 wheels. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you love it? Hate it? Thank you for watching, my friends. Bye-bye.